Shiba Inu is in a tough battle as its price struggles to rally. Today, the atmosphere suddenly shifted. Investors are skeptical. Analysts are signaling potential moves, and something even bigger has unfolded. The supply situation is in question, and BlackRock has fallen into a trap. But what exactly is happening? Let me explain. Disclaimer: Shiba Inu is still struggling, and the price has taken another hit, dropping further in the last day. However, after an even harder fall earlier, it's now trying to claw its way back. A slight bounce is occurring, but that doesn't mean the storm is over. Just a short while ago, things seemed hopeful, but now fear has taken over. Investors are on edge, unsure whether they should sell before things worsen or take this as an opportunity to buy while prices are low. No one wants to make the wrong move, and uncertainty is making everyone second-guess their decisions. It's been a rough stretch for Shiba Inu. Looking at the past week, the token remains deep in the red, having slid for days, shaking up the community. Holders who were once confident are starting to worry, and even the most dedicated supporters are feeling the pressure. This isn't just about numbers on a chart, it's about trust, belief, and whether Shiba Inu can turn things around. One analyst broke down the current price action, and it's not looking great. As the overall market continues to dip, Shiba Inu has taken another hit, dropping even harder last night. The token has struggled to break past key resistance levels, keeping the downward trend intact. After another dip during the day, Shiba Inu is now hovering around one of its lowest points in months, something we haven't seen since last September. The selling pressure is only increasing, with major moving averages crossing in ways that suggest further downside ahead. On top of that, momentum indicators are flashing bearish signals, indicating that sellers are dominating the market. Right now, Shiba Inu is sliding past key support zones, and unless something shifts, it's getting closer to a crucial trend line where it might find some stability. Even so, some projections suggest the price could drop lower before finding solid ground. The big question is whether this level will hold or if more downside is ahead. But why is this happening? What's causing this price drop? To understand the full picture, we need to look at Bitcoin, and it's not doing well either. Bitcoin has been struggling to push higher and has instead taken a hit, dipping even further. It hovered around a key resistance level for nearly a week, but today that changed. The momentum shifted and Bitcoin lost its grip, sending shockwaves throughout the market. Since Shiba Inu tends to follow Bitcoin's lead, it's no surprise that it's feeling the impact. When Bitcoin moves up, altcoins like Shiba Inu usually get a boost, but when Bitcoin struggles, the pressure spreads, and that's exactly what's happening now. With Bitcoin fighting to hold its ground, market confidence is shaky, and meme coins like Shiba Inu are taking the hardest hits. The question now is whether Bitcoin can regain strength, because if it doesn't, Shiba Inu could be in for an even bumpier ride. But wait, something massive just happened today. Reports have emerged that BlackRock made a big move, and not in a good way. They just offloaded a huge amount of Ethereum, dumping tens of millions of dollars worth onto the market. That's right, one of the biggest asset managers in the world decided to sell off a massive chunk, shaking things up even more. But here's the twist: it looks like they fell into a bear trap. Selling at a time like this, when the market is already struggling, might not have been the smartest move. Big sell-offs like this can trigger even more panic, worsening the short-term market outlook. However, in the long run, moves like this sometimes backfire. If Ethereum bounces back, BlackRock might regret offloading their holdings so soon. Here's where it gets even crazier. An analyst just pointed out something huge. The supply on exchanges is running low, and we might be on the verge of a supply shock. Bitcoin balances on exchanges have just hit their lowest point in 7 years. That means fewer people are keeping their Bitcoin on exchanges, which usually signals one thing: they're holding on to it, expecting prices to rise. When supply tightens like this, a big move could be around the corner, and if Bitcoin is gearing up for a supply shock, that could change everything, including what's happening with Shiba Inu. Another analyst suggests that the market isn't just reacting naturally, there's manipulation at play. Think about it. Michael Saylor just went all in, buying billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. The SEC is backing off, dropping cases one after another. Wall Street, Asia, and major banks are showing massive interest. Everything points to a bullish scenario, yet the price keeps falling. That doesn't add up. With so much positive news, Bitcoin should be skyrocketing, but instead, it's slipping. If Bitcoin is being artificially suppressed, it's dragging Shiba Inu down with it. Meme coins rely on strong market sentiment, and when manipulation is at play, they suffer the most. Right now, it seems like someone wants these prices low, but why and for how long? Here's another unexpected twist. One of Donald Trump's sons just jumped into the conversation. He took to Twitter and told everyone to buy the dip, encouraging people to get into crypto. But is this just a casual post, or does he know something the public doesn't? Big names, politicians, and institutions have access to information before everyone else. So is this a hint at something coming, or just another attempt to sway the market? We've seen it before. Powerful figures use their influence to push prices down, cause retail investors to panic, and then quietly buy everything back at a discount. It's the same game over and over. Are we witnessing that same play right now? With everything unfolding, the sudden drop in Bitcoin, BlackRock dumping Ethereum, analysts pointing out potential manipulation, and even politicians stepping in. It's clear that something bigger is at play. Shiba Inu is feeling the weight of all of it. Prices are down, fear is high, and confidence is shaky. But what if this is all just one big setup? What if this is the final shakeout before a massive turnaround? At the end of the day, nobody knows for sure. Maybe this is just speculation, maybe nothing will happen, or maybe, just maybe, something is brewing beneath the surface that could change everything. Whatever the case, time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Shiba Inu's story is far from over. And just recently, CZ, one of the most influential voices in crypto and the former CEO of one of the biggest exchanges, chimed in with something important. If anyone understands this market, it's him. CZ responded to a crypto post reminding everyone not to panic despite the current bloodbath. According to him, what we're seeing is just another phase in the natural crypto cycle. This kind of price action has happened before, and it will happen again. The post he responded to pointed out how, just a year ago, Bitcoin and other major cryptos were trading at much lower levels. Even with this drop, prices are still significantly higher than before. But Ethereum is the exception. It hasn't kept up, raising questions about what's happening with it compared to the rest of the market. And what did CZ say in response? Just two emojis, a microscope and a telescope. That simple response speaks volumes. He's telling the community to zoom in and analyze the present, but also to step back and see the bigger picture. When viewed with the right perspective, these dips are just part of the game. So what does this mean for Shiba Inu? Right now, it's caught up in the market cycle. Prices are struggling, and fear is spreading. But if history tells us anything, crypto moves in waves. If this is just another phase in the cycle, then Shiba Inu's story isn't ending. It's setting up for the next big move. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an important Shiba Inu update. Missing one could cost you money, so stay informed.